Boys, I'm recording this on New Year's Eve. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Today I want to talk about, is casual gaming dead? Is it possible to play video games, multiplayer games specifically, casually anymore? You know, part of me feels like it's just not possible anymore. Because you got people who hop on multiplayer games to try their absolute hardest to just, you know, basically ruin everyone else's fun. I mean, look at, this is my first game of the day. I just loaded in. It is 14 to 144. This dude is 20 and 7, 20 and 4, and then the rest, you know, semi-casual players. And then you got my team, who is probably, for the most part, pretty casual players. Everyone is negative. If you're playing on a TV in a multiplayer game, you're at a major disadvantage. You're just simply not gonna have as much fun. And I mean, like, I just spawned, dude, and he's already looking at me. I don't want this whole video to just be me bitching about, you know, not being able to play the game casually. But at the same time, I think we can all agree that it's like, you know, a lot of people don't play games like Call of Duty anymore because, I mean, you can't get on without just getting absolutely. If you're semi decent at the game, you can't get on without, you know, playing against really good people. Yeah, people were bitching about SBMM, and, you know, everyone was saying remove SBMM and it'd be great. But at the same time, it'd be great for the people that are decent, that are pretty good, and want to play the game casually. But it's awful for the people who are not very good and just want to play the game casually. Because then they're for sure going to get up in lobbies against, you know, some of the best players in the game. And it's like, I mean, I don't think everyone would complain about it, and I think it would do a lot of good for the main core audience that enjoys Call of Duty but just doesn't want to hop on and try their hardest every single day. At the end of the day, you know, a game like Call of Duty, it's a lot more than just the SBMM. Like, people are sick of the fact that this game is basically Black Ops 6, but you can wall jump. That's literally what it is. And people are, you know, sick of that because there's a $70 game. The campaign is awful. The zombies is just, it's not terrible, but it's nothing that's gonna be remembered. You know, no one's ever gonna think about this zombies and be like, oh man, I miss Black Ops 7 zombies. It's like, no one cares. Multiplayer is fun. I enjoy it, but again, I enjoyed Black Ops 6, and this is basically Black Ops 6, but you can wall jump. And I like the movement. I like being able to, you know, move around quick, do a bunch of crazy stuff. You know, like wall jump adds a bunch of really cool opportunities to outplay your opponent. But that is me talking from a standpoint of, I'm excited to play ranked in this game. You know, when I play pubs, and here I am going for the camo challenges, you know, I'm not trying to play the best people. I'm not trying to play the people that I'm going to play in ranked. I'm trying to, you know, just casually play, not try super hard, but still be able to do decent. Like, I don't care about my KD. I don't care about any of that. It's like, I just want to be able to hop on, play casually, without getting pissed off and backing out of 3 lobbies straight because everyone on the other team is trying their hardest to just ruin everybody's fun. And I know that's not what they're doing. They're not trying to ruin people's fun. They're just trying to have fun themselves, and, you know, they're trying to do good. As someone who is decent, but doesn't, you know, I don't think I'm the best in the game, but I know I'm not the worst. You know, I know that I have a bunch of good games, and they match me up against pretty decent players, or at least players around my skill level, which, whatever. But I'm not playing ranked. The ranked mode isn't out yet. I want to just be able to hop on and play casually. I genuinely enjoy this game, but it's at the point where there's like a time limit. I play this for a certain amount of time, and I just can't play it for much longer because I just get pissed off because everyone on the other team is trying so fucking hard, and I'm using a gun that isn't bad, but it's not great, trying to get the camo challenges done, and everyone is using either the M15, the Dravik, the Maddox, or like any variation of the best guns. I mean, this dude, M15, he's got a CDL skin on.
Hard point.
That dude, M15. This dude, Dravik. Like literally my team. And this dude's using the DLC SMG, which is also, I mean, one of the best guns in the game. And here I am, just trying to do some camo challenges and snipe. You know, granted I'm playing hardpoint, which probably isn't the best idea because, you know, trying to get people that aren't that good. And with that being said, I'm gonna back out. I don't know, man. It's like, why have this standard mosh pit matchmaking where skill is an important consideration? Why have this and then have this matchmaking where skill is minimally considered when we all know that's just cap? It's just bullshit. Like, sure, it may be minimally considered compared this mode. I don't know. Minimally considered is just such bullshit in my opinion. I don't think it's minimally considered. I think it's still pretty heavily considered. It's just minimally considered compared to this one. Every year in COD, at least in the past, every year it was like, okay, Christmas is the best time to play COD. Christmas noobs. You know, with this COD not being very popular, there's definitely not as many Christmas noobs. But still, with the SBMM, it's like I haven't seen any Christmas noobs at all. None. I don't know, you literally used to get people that would like do this. Like just walk around corners. Of course, I knew that was going after me. They would just kind of sprint around, aim, maybe not even sprint, maybe just walk around like this. Like that's what Christmas noobs used to be. I don't know, maybe it's just the evolution of video games in general. That's like, you know, kids are a lot better at video games than they used to be. So therefore the Christmas noobs are just better in general than they used to be. But again, with the whole matchmaking minimally considered bullshit, it's like all the Christmas noobs, the true Christmas noobs, are never gonna show up in my lobby. Which, again, from a game developer standpoint, it makes sense. Because why would you throw Christmas noobs into lobbies like mine where they're gonna get absolutely stomped on and never want to play the game again? I get that. I don't know, that used to be normal. That used to be like what it was about. I mean, the Christmas noobs knew that's what it was, I guess. Or at least they learned, I am a Christmas noob. These people have been playing the game since it came out. They're gonna be better than me. But now they're catering to their new players as much as they possibly can to try to retain them. But if you want to cater to your new players, make a solid campaign, make a solid zombies. You know, a lot of the casual players, a lot of the Christmas noobs, they're not gonna be hopping on multiplayer. They're gonna hop on campaign, zombies, and then if they like the campaign, they like the zombies, then they might be like, you know what, let me try out the multiplayer. You know, who's actually asking for Call of Duty for Christmas anymore? Can you still play games casually in 2026? Are you kidding me? I'm playing a TDM in this, dude. Got a VTOL. Like, what is that timing? What is that COD timing? I'm gonna cut that out, but I was sitting there for like literally a minute straight. And I was like, I'm gonna push up. No, I shouldn't push up. I'm gonna get timing. Dude's gonna come around the corner, kill me as soon as I push. So I waited. Looked back and forth between this window and this spot. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this, dude. I've just been sitting here for over a minute. As soon as I jump over, like, you can't make that shit up. I don't think I've ever really experienced timing like COD timing in any other game, because it's just like every single time, I swear. No way. But at the end of the day, you know, there's games like Helldivers 2. Amazing casual game to play with your friends, or even just by yourself. You can 9 times out of 10 you you get matched up with some people that will help you out, will make sure you get respawned, you know, no matter how many times you die, as long as you don't die too many times. I mean, I'm sure after a while they're probably like, all right, we need to stop wasting our respawns on this dude. But in terms of like PvP multiplayer games, I mean, I don't think you can casually play anymore. Even the casual play, like my buddy, his dad enjoys Call of Duty. You know, he plays on a TV, but he bought like, I don't even know how expensive the TV was, but he got a 120 hertz TV so that way he could play 120 hertz rather than 120 FPS for those who don't know. He is a casual gamer at its finest, like just, you know, a dad coming home after work playing the game, but even he still wants to play the game that he's better at. He wants to buy equipment that will help him compete at a higher level in a certain sense. You know, PvP multiplayer games, you just simply can't play casually anymore, at least not consistently. You know, let me know what you think in the comments. This is my opinion, obviously, but I just feel like, you know, multiplayer casual gaming is dead. It is. You can't play multiplayer games, PvP games, without trying. And I guess that's kind of what they're made for at the end of the day. PvP, player versus player, you are trying to best the other player. That is what it is. But then it comes down to I'm on a PlayStation and I go up against someone who has 300 FPS. It's like, you can't compete. Like 300 FPS, 2 ping. You can't compete with that. When it comes down to equipment and ping over skill, I mean, it does, because you have someone like me who's decent, and then you have someone very similar to me, maybe even a little worse than me, but they have better equipment. They're probably going to do better than me. Better equipment, better internet, they're probably going to do better than me like 9 times out of 10. You know, it is what it is. I don't hate it because, you know, I feel like there's always room to grow in multiplayer games, and that's why I enjoy them. I like feeling like I'm getting better. I like feeling like I'm progressing towards something that is competitive in a sense. Because, I mean, I used to play sports in high school. Don't really play as much anymore, but I miss that competitiveness, which is why I'm so excited for ranked in this game. Not because I think it's a great game, but because I'm probably the best at this multiplayer game versus any other multiplayer game. So that competitiveness in me just wants to like scratch that itch, dude. If you guys enjoyed Call of Duty, if you guys enjoy ranked, drop a like, subscribe. I'm going to be trying to hit Eerie this year. I've never hit Eerie. I want to hit Eerie very bad. And I'm going to be streaming a whole bunch and be grinding a whole bunch. Rank comes out in a little over a month. So stay tuned for that, boys. If you made it this far into the video, drop a like, subscribe. Drop a comment and say PvP if you made it this far in the video. If you did, I appreciate you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hope you boys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.